everybody. My name is Dr. Lainey Wright, and I'm going to be your professor for Math 140 College Algebra this coming semester. You can call me Dr. Wright, Professor Wright, Lainey, Aunt Lainey. Some people call me. I really don't care. But I thought what I would do is open up our course in Canvas a week early. You're not responsible to do anything. I know most of you are still on vacation, but if some of you are a little nervous about doing an online college algebra course, I wanted you to have a chance to kind of play around and look around the site a little bit before we officially start next week. So when you sign into Canvas, look for our course, Math 140, and when you click on it, it will look something like this. Now, really, here in the navigation pane, you're really only going to need the first three. The home, the syllabus, and the grades. You can get everything else as well through these other things, but everything's going to be here on the home page. So let's look at the home page first. It is set up in modules, and we also to the right have to-do lists. I know this looks overwhelming, but it's an online class, so you're going to have homework, discussion boards, quizzes, and so forth. Ooh, and this quiz is showing up twice, so we'll fix that somehow. So let's look at the first orientation module. We can figure out how, the best way to get started for the class, what the classroom policies are, student support services. And we also have an icebreaker discussion board, which I put in the orientation, but I've also copied it in week 1 and week 2. Your first initial post is due the Wednesday of our first week. So that would be Wednesday, August 25th. And replies are due on Wednesday, September 1st of week 2. Don't panic. If you click on this link, it will basically tell you what the discussion board is about. Here's all the things that I want you to post in your discussion board, instructions for your replies for the discussion board, a video on how to upload files and grading, and then where you can actually post down here at the bottom. In week 1, that's going to be from Monday, August the 23rd through Sunday, August 29th. We pretty much go from Monday to Sunday. In the objectives, videos, and notes, the objectives will just tell you, what are we going to actually learn this week. The notes, notice it says view and then video view, notes view, video view. The notes are basically a PDF of what I am going to be going through in the videos. I was going to use the videos from the book, but they're not very good. So I'm making my own. So bear with me. I'm only up to week 3. I'm a little bit ahead. So hopefully I can stay ahead of you guys. And so if you want to, you can print these out, or if you have a tablet, you can download them into OneNote or Notability or anything that you use, and you can take the notes there. Now notice when I open notes, I got a green check mark over here. Any week that has completed items and you have this little red hash mark, that means there's something that you're supposed to be either viewing or submitting or contributing to that you haven't yet. So the check marks just let you know, oh, I've already looked at that, I've seen that, or I've completed that. So these little circles and check marks are handy. And then you click on the video that goes with the notes, you watch it, and then fill out the notes. You get the idea. If for some reason the video is long, I try to keep them between 15 and 30 minutes. I know everybody's used to like 5-minute snippets. Just put it on pause or fast forward it or do what you need to do. Go take a break, come back to it. The notes as you follow along kind of helps you know where you left off. We also have a section called discussion boards where notice you will see the icebreaker again that we did. And also week 1 questions and concerns. Since we're not meeting in class, this is where you're going to post your homework questions. And hopefully you guys can answer each other's homework questions. There's a couple of reasons there. Sometimes you guys do a better job of helping each other out than I do. Yeah, I have all the answers, right? I can help you out, but sometimes your friends are already online and they can be quicker, especially since homework is technically due on Sundays. And I don't work that much on Saturdays and Sundays. So if you're waiting till the last minute, you may only get an answer from a friend. I do try to check them on weekends, but if you know you're going to have some questions with your homework, try to get them done during the week so I can check and answer you guys as well. But I'll be looking at those, and if nobody else is answering, I'll be helping out. And then we have a section called homework. So homework from 1.1 and 1.2. Notice it says August 30th. It's 43 points. and you need to submit it. The first time you click on the homework from 1.1, they may ask you to register your textbook or the thing for you to do your online homework. So be sure that you have those codes and that you've purchased the correct information. Then we have quizzes and or exams. There's no quizzes this week. Yay! So notice if we scroll down to week 2, it's locked. I usually open up these weeks the Friday before. So those of you that like to work ahead, you do have a little extra time, but it's set up the same way. Objectives, videos and notes, discussion boards, homework, and then look, you have a quiz this week. Also in the module, I try to give you a heads up just to scroll down to let you know when the exams are. So exam week in week 5, exam week 9, week 14, and then final exam is due on Thursday, week 16. So the last week is a short week. We finish on Thursday. The next spot in the navigation pane that you really need to know is the syllabus. The syllabus is where you get all the information from me as to what is expected from you and what you can expect from me. If you want just a PDF format of the syllabus, you can click the link here. Otherwise, these tabs up here will give you all the information that you need, including the course details, when we start, when we end, best form of contact. Even though this is an online class, you guys are more than welcome to come in person to my office hours. They're listed down here. You don't have to make an appointment. You could just show up. But things happen, like sometimes I have to have a doctor's appointment, or my kids are sick or something, so I may have to skip, but I'll try to give you guys a heads up for that as well. The materials that you need, including the textbook, graphing calculator, printer, so forth, is listed here. Information about the assignments and when they're due. And also our schedule, week 1, what lessons you're going to cover and what assignments are due. And these assignments, I call them target dates. If you don't get them finished right then, if you need a little extra time, let me know. We can, I'm flexible. I know it's kind of stressful, so we can work on that. But it is great if you can get them all done by exam time. So otherwise it snowballs. So don't get too far behind. And then all the grading policies are here. And then the policies and student support, same information that was in the orientation module. Now, at the very bottom of the course syllabus page is a course summary where it has, the due dates and the assignments. So you can also go here to find things out. But really the best place for that is still your home screen that has all the modules. You'll see your discussion boards, your assignments, your quizzes, everything. The next thing would be the grades. When you click on the grade, they will show you all of the assignments that are due and how much they're worth, when they're due, and your score if you have in fact done it. If you scroll to the very bottom, it will give you an update for every category of assignments, homework, discussion board, quizzes, and at the very bottom, it will give you your grade. So it's kind of nice that you should know what your grade is in the class at any given moment. Again, the best way to reach me is through the inbox here in Canvas. This is right here on the left. If you click on it, it's just like email. This little box with a pencil, compose a new message. If you click on it, you would select our course. We are Math 140. And 2, you would say, okay, I'm going to email all the teachers, and then it will list which teachers. Amiro is not teaching this class. He's still on here from before. So just look for me. I don't know why it says Kelly. That's my first name, but it's me, Lainey. Click on that, give me your subject, tell me what's going on, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Inbox is also how I'm going to relate information to you guys as well. So please be sure that you check your inbox in Canvas. All right, guys, that's it for me. So I'm going to open up Canvas for you guys just to play around for the next week. But again, nothing officially starts until the 23rd. But if you want to get a head start, go for it. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. See you soon. Bye.